Hello guys, this is Kaio Shimanski here with my humble English language. So if you don't know, I'm from Brazil, but I will try to talk today in English to explain our engine or EEG system, and for the users that already are using and for the future users. So as as you probably already know, we have an app, an Android app, and a website. With the app, we make the stream of the brain waves and we record the brain waves, and it goes automatically after the end of the session. It goes to our website. So it uploads automatically and generates the graph automatically into our website. So this video today it's for explain a little bit about the website, what we have, the parameters, the graphs, and of course the AI area that it is really cool for the meditation learning process. So here in the left side we have the users. If you put your login into the Android app, your name will be here. I will use one of my sessions of yesterday. I did a practice of concentration on the breath, trying to reach low level jhanas, absorptions. So here we have the two mainly graphs, the power. So this is relative. It is a relative math behind. So we always look at the point of the beginning of the session, and each difference of the brain activity is in relation of the point zero of our session. So for example, in the TP10 that goes up here, this rising of TP10, it is in relation of my point zero of my session. So we have like a baseline at the beginning, and all the risings and up and fallings of the brain waves, it is in relation of the point zero, the baseline. And we have each isolated channel, AF8 at red, AF7 at green, TP10 blue, TP9 yellow, a type of yellow. And below we have the balance. So this is the part of the lateralization. As muse have 4 channels and right and left channels, we can take a look in balance. So this horizontal line here, it's the middle, and every wave, every line that goes up this horizontal line is the right side of the brain, and below this line is the left side of the brain. So for example, in the session at the minute 22, I have a lot of right activity in my session. My energy, my electricity of the brain goes a lot into the right side of the brain. And here we are looking at gamma, specifically a type of band, gamma. But we can look at beta, alpha, theta, and delta. So delta with all the 4 channels and the balance between the lateralization. Theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay, and when you slide this vertical line, you can check here. This is another type of graph I really enjoy. We have like the two frontal sensors of muse and two temporals. So blue, it's low energy, low activity, and red, like in my gamma, you can check in the gamma, the TP10 gamma, it is really red. So my session starts with low activity, especially in my TP10 gamma, and then starts to rise, and we can see here that the line goes really up. We can see a lot of activity in the TP10. That's why it is red. But this is more a visual type of graph, and we can check too, uh, especially with this sliding property. I like to see like this sliding and check the activity. And here we have the notes. This is a good stuff that me and Stefan are creating, the markers. So for meditation to be properly understood, the phenomena of our session, of our subjective session, we need to have markers. We need to pinpoint specific moments, specific states of consciousness, or switch between states, right? So in the app, I put my smartphone into my lap, sorry, into my legs, and when I feel that I need to pinpoint something that's going on in my brain, or some switch between states, or even some difficulties, artifacts, I need to pinpoint. For later, I can check in my graphs. So in the app, we gently touch anywhere at the screen of the smartphone and generates a marker. I will do another video for the app too. But when we finish the session, we edit the markers, the notes, and here we have the notes, the markers of my session. Each black point, black blob here, it is a moment that I want to mark, pinpoint. And here at the right side of the website, we have the name, the date, and yeah, this is my note. So Jhana 1, Jhana 2, pick Jhana 2, and Jhana 4. So I am really a meditation practitioner that loves phenomenological stuff. I really like to talk, organize, work with some frameworks, some states and stages. It's like a nerd geek stuff, but it is really important to the meditation learning process. Okay, so here we can go to the AI session. We talk about the bands, we talk about the types of graphs, power in a relative sense, balance in the lateralization sense, right and left lobes of the brain. And we have the AI area. So in the AI area, first we need to talk about this graph. This is called style. So our system can check if we are developing a specific style of practice. The system takes the package of the data of the single session, but in of the others of my other sessions, and of the sessions of people as well. And in the style, we have again this horizontal line here. It is pinpoint, it is writing here 0%. And for me to understand this type of graph of AI, I can check my notes today. But what I want to really know here is this session in relation of my other sessions. So, for example, uh, we have here other days of notes of Kaio, of myself, and we have like, for example, Jhana 2. So this is a session of another day. And if this black line here, if the black line is above the horizontal line of the 0%, it means that in the, for example, 24 minutes of this specific previous session, I have like 80% of similarity. So what this means? This means that this actual session matches, it's really similar in style of this other session of Jhana 2, of this note that I do in the previous session. So, and if I came here of, let's take other session. Yeah, like for example, Jhana 3 of of the day of this specific day. I can see that at the minute 21, I have a strong and sustained match of this actual session with this session, and specifically this note, this state that I pinpoint the system organize. And we can check that the black line, of course, it's above the 0%, and it goes almost like 100% similar of this session. So all of this, it's other nodes that I create in the past, the system organize, and start to organize a specific style of myself. So it makes a lot of sense, right? I have a lot of similarity about the style with myself, right? And this in these areas with delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, this is like a screenshot of the state, a screenshot of the specific node. We can see that it changes, right? So this is me taking a looking at my style in relation of my previous session. But we can came here at community, and I can take, for example, Felipe Anjos, a good friend of mine here in Brazil. And Felipe, in this session of him, he notes this specific state called electricity. Maybe he feels electricity in the session, in his session. And here, at the beginning of the first 20 minutes of the session, I have a few match, a little match with him, like 14%, but at like 22 minutes until yeah 22 minutes, I have a strong match with him because we can see the black line, it goes in 18%. So if I don't have match at all with Philippe, uh, it even the system won't the system won't we will not see people that we don't have match similarity here in the system. So all these practitioners in relation of this actual session, I have some type of similarity. I can take a look at the whole session, but I can see my notes of my actual session to see if my pinpoints, my notes have some similarity with the other people's notes. So I can see if my states of meditation is similar with other states of others people meditation. So this is really, really cool to understand subjectivity, style, intersubjectivity between people. And for example, myself as a teacher, as a meditation teacher, I can check if my students are learning what I am trying to do. So for example, I am creating now some models of each one of these jhanas, these specific states of absorption. And I can check with my students if I can, if, if they are learning the jhanas with me, because I can put the muse in my student, generate, the practitioner will generate the note of a possible jhana 1, and we can put his username here, came to AI analysis, and we came here like community. The student will trying to find his teacher, myself, Kaio, and he can see into the of style type of graph if if his session goes up this horizontal line and have a good strong percentage of match with my jhana 1, with my style, right? So yeah, so that's the part of AI. The next update that we will bring is a protocol to create models like the muse birds, like an algorithm. So I can come here and take this jhana 2. Remember this jhana 2 note, this specific state, this package of data of jhana 2, and later we can click here and make a model of this specific state. I can put the name here, the description of the practitioner, and this model will goes directly into the app. And later we are creating a system that you can put the model, like I will start my practice, put the model of the jhana 2, and we will have like audio neurofeedback, like the muse birds, pointing that you are matching with the jhana 2 style, you lose the similarity, you have strong similarity, that type of reasoning behind audio neurofeedback. So for example, myself now, I am creating 3 specific models, like a model of awareness type of practice, jhanas, and a Soviet Union type of practice called deconcentration of attention. Because these 3 types of practice, I can check in my own data some repeatability. I can see that the data repeats itself like a pattern. So if I can have a pattern, I can create a model, put into the system, and can people can use into the app to generate some specific algorithms. Yeah, okay. So, and this is now the last part of this video. It's really long now. It is the intensity graph. So this is gamma, right? This is a wave of gamma. Me and Steffan's really like to look at gamma. And this is intensity in relation of the 0 point of my session to see if my gamma rises and gain powers. So this is the intensity of my gamma at this specific session. You know, we can check these colorful balls here, delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, and we can slide this vertical line and we can see that the TP10 of gamma became really red. So strong intensity at the TP10 here. Yeah, we bring more stuff at this area at the future. So yeah, just let me take a lesser example of AI. I will take Felipe. So this is the session of Felipe. He brings his notes, jhana 1, jhana 2, power, new arising, slowly rising peak of energy. So he pinpoints his phenomenological stuff. I can go to AI. Felipe can check himself if he matches himself here. So again, we came here at other notes of herself, and he matches strong. So change to Vipassana here. Really good match at 80% and sustain, right? And of course, community. So for example, at the beginning of his session here, he matches strong with my peak jhana 2 note. So this is his axis concentration note, jhana 1 concentration. So this area between these two notes of Felipe have a good strong match with my peak jhana 2 specific moment of the practice. And we have a lot of myself here, and this is really interesting because Felipe, it's one of my best friends, and we practice a lot together. We even teach together. So yeah, I think this is it of the system until now. A lot of stuff. Hope I can be clear what I am trying to say, and I will write a documentation with text for help in a more easier manner. But yeah, this is a introduction of the whole website about the two graphs, the AI, the comparison of styles between yourself, your own style, and of course the other's style as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy. If you want to test this app, comment below at this video or send me an email that I can tell to you how can you take the app and start to try by yourself. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.